All right, cool. What are you doing this time?
Gary, I know that you're a fan of stage magic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's your shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's a very different discipline than close-up magic. And though I have no affection for close-up magic, I figure to establish and maintain our duality, if you like stage magic, I got to do close-up. Okay?
I do like both, but I will maintain the duality for now.
Okay. So what I've done, I have put together a little magic trick that will randomize a game for us.
Ooh. All right.
So here we have normal deck of cards, but with a twist. Each card has a different game on it. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give it a shuffle. I'm going to show you here. Nothing up my sleeve, anything like that. There we go. All right. And I'm going
Mechanics grip.
Mechanics grip?
It's a card.
Oh, okay.
Just me throwing around some lingo.
I mean, I didn't go to one of those fancy schools where they put words to stuff. I do everything entirely based on feel and smell. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to fan these cards out in front of you. I'm going to have you pick a card.
Absolutely. Okay. Any card?
Any card if you want to. Anywhere.
Do you think that magicians would save a lot of time if they were like, pick a card, this card? As opposed to saying pick a card, any card?
Yeah.
Because it feels like that would basically solve the trick for them and we could all get on with our lives.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to choose this one.
Okay. Remember what's on it?
Okay.
All right. It's got a game on it.
It does.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to just you put this back in here.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to kind of reshuffle these and then I'm going to take these. I'm going to wrap the deck in a rubber band. And over here, I've got a trash can. We're just going to open this up and we're going to throw that in there. Hey, Gary, what card did you pick?
I chose Magician Lord.
Okay. Ta-da!
Hey, ta-da! This is a magic trick. Because in real life, it's magical that any of this stuff is happening. Don't you realize that we're half a country away from each other and we're talking in real time?
Oh, it's wonderful.
There's magic all around us.
Yeah, every single day you wake up is a gift.
Yeah, and I thank the Lord, the Magician Lord. My name is Gary Butterfield.
My name is Cole Ross.
Welcome to Abject Suffering, where we just got bought by Discovery and this podcast is now canceled. Sorry. Take that, corporate IPsmanship.
Take that. I think the podcast equivalent would be bought by iHeart or whatever. You're going to start hearing some of the worst fucking ads imaginable.
For interminable amounts of time.
Oh, yeah.
The beginning of each one is going to be a 10-minute long commercial for podcasts you don't like. And you're going to suffer through it to listen to Behind the Bastards, but you're not going to like it.
Yeah. No, you're going to...
It fucking sucks.
You're gonna hear stuff on Cool Zone podcasts that you cannot imagine any of them approving of.
No, yeah, nothing that anyone would like.
Yeah.
Who the fuck listens to this podcast by Eva Longoria? Like,
this week we're doing this is a user. This is a patron demand. This is a game called Magician Lord, and this was randomized. This was requested by Random Sum. Here saying, seeing this game in the arcades as a small child blew my mind. The music, the graphics, the transformations, it seemed like it had it all. But staying up all night in my mid-20s with a friend playing through all the levels really showed me that this game sucks.
It's fucking hard.
It's very difficult.
And it's real stiff.
That's the problem with it. Nothing here that is bad in concept. It is just that...
I'll go as far as say everything here is awesome in concept.
Yes.
like I think this is cool.
I can't disagree
in terms
with you.
of and how it seems. It's just it's go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just mean concept is where this sings.
Yes, yeah. Based on the way that this plays, though, and the way the enemies are thrown at you, and how like damage spongy everything is, this feels like a patented Noah's Arcade, Xanthar the Ooze kind of quarter stealer, right?
Yeah, this is an ooze that steals your quarters. They're there, and it's been, and home games make this conversion in a rough way.
Yeah.
This is true of a lot of games. Like for the arcade WAF, I'm doing Strider, and my first exposure to Strider was the Genesis Strider, which is a home version of an arcade muncher. So it ends up being kind of an unsatisfying video game.
Yeah.
But in terms of just like if I saw this in an arcade, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is great. You're a little, I love it. You're a little nebbish guy with like a really like short torso. This magician lord who goes and turns into other like fun archetypes. It's kind of got Friday the 13th, the Dream Warriors appeal.
Yeah.
Like why can't a magician be a ninja or a samurai? Or like a weird guy made out of red stone who shoots electricity, because it makes no sense. Fuck off.
Yeah, no,
magician lord.
Magician lord, baby, you can transform yourself. Literally, a wizard can do it.
Yeah. The incredible uncle energy of the antagonist with his cool like mustache mustache that he's got.
Just an unfashionable mustache in a video game antagonist is very good.
It's really good. It looks like for a little while on Twitter there was a picture going around. So members of my band, we make fun of Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot,
of course,
of Anthony Kiedis with his dad. And the villain of this game looks like Anthony Kiedis' dad a lot.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah, just not that fun to play. Like I just when the second I grabbed a power up and I was a dragon warrior, and like I don't know, like each of those transformations is mechanically meaningful. Yeah. So like the dragon, you've got like continuous fire breath, but it is relatively short, but relatively short range, but you can aim it diagonally as opposed to your regular attack, which is just up and down, or up, straight up or left and right, which is actually a big contributor to the feeling of stiffness on this.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of the crappiest version of Super Castlevania 4.
Yeah.
Like your guy is too tall and a little too stiff and everything. And a weird thing to say, but this would be a lot better as an NES game. Like you'd have a smaller sprite. You might move a little quicker. Like this would be wonderful as Power Blade, or something like that. Like this would be a really good Excalibur 2097.
Yeah, it's you say that. I think that is absolutely correct. You're playing Strider, but like I feel like platformers, have always been a weird thing to attempt to do in an arcade cabinet. That feels like a just a patently home kind of home game kind of deal.
It's an interesting dead end.
Yeah,
because there are good ones. Like the Willow arcade game's really good. Things like that, like legitimately just that's a Capcom arcade game that not a lot of people played. It's very good. It's just it's more about spectacle. It's more about how cool it looks than anything, which is a function arcade games can fill.
Yes,
but it just makes them feel like a real awkward fit. And I can imagine this being the killer app on a TurboGrafx 16 or whatever. Like you get this because or Neo Geo rather.
Yeah,
you play it in the arcade.
Yeah. You're gonna have to bump that price point up a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a couple extra hundos to play. Got Neo Geo money, and it's funny that the Neo Geo was basically all that. It was all just like we don't really care if these work at home. That's not the point. It's you're gonna spend $1,000 and you're gonna like it. To play these games that are not made for you.
Nope. You're gonna pay for the privilege.
Yep, and you did. Or somebody you knew did.
Yeah, somebody did. Same. Yeah.
Neo Geo.
Yeah,
I don't know what my favorite. What's your favorite Neo Geo game?
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard, right?
Don't ask me that question. I don't I wasn't an SNK kid. I am so tired, Gary.
Yeah, don't ask me about Neo Geo. I don't know what my favorite Neo Geo game is. This. Whatever the most recent one I played.
Yeah, there we go. Next question.
Yeah. There's probably like some, SNK fighting game that, I know there are, like that are well respected.
Yeah.
They're probably it. I remember playing a couple of brawlers, like a brawler where you're ninjas walking around. That was okay. But weird fucked up system.
It feels like we would have covered the Neo Geo game Garou Mark of the Wolves.
That does sound like something we would and should cover.
Yeah. But the thing is, I downloaded the MAME ROM for this. I have not yet figured out a way to emulate Neo Geo. Maybe there's a core in Libretro, but yeah, I did the MAME one because that seemed easiest.
I like Metal Slug.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Slugs are fun. That's a Neo Geo thing.
Yeah.
But boy, yeah, this is a rough crew here.
That's kind of surprising because you named one of your cats after the Neo Geo Pocket.
I did. Yeah.
Or is he named after the Neo Geo Pocket Color?
He's not Pocket. He's not color. He's black and white.
Gotcha. Okay.
Neo Geo Pocket. But the Neo Geo Pocket is very different than the Neo Geo. I find like Neo Geo Pocket's a great system. Because it's not arcade ports. Mm-hmm. It's like games that are made for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real fun little system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. None of this stuff looks really good. The best thing about Magician Lord specifically to me is the cover. I would like to get it, like watch a fight or a kiss between the cover of the Magician on Magician Lord and the cover of the Magician on Solstice. It's that subgenre of like absolutely ripped mages.
Yeah.
Like, speaking to the sky, and it just says "Step into the sorcerer's world" in huge letters. Like,
don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. Table for one. Please.
I'm not attracted to masculine figures. However, I just want to be part of his world for a little bit. There we go. Yeah.
Like you know the Solstice guy I'm talking about, right?
Oh, absolutely. I know the Solstice guy you're talking about. Come on.
He's incredible. And this guy seems like they'd be friends.
Yeah.
Like there'd be the meme where they're just like guys, big strong dudes on a laptop. You know? Awesome.
Just the two of them, like having their they're buff on their own, but they have their like summoned familiars arm wrestling for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The I like, you know what? I'm gonna call it now because this is you're recording a couple of Abject Sufferings here before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the last one we're doing, but it's one of the last ones. 2023. Buff Wizard.
Let's make
Buff Sorceress. Like,
yes,
I want something, and I want to subvert the weak sorcerer.
Hey, Raceland Majir, get out of here!
No.
Go become
Transfer
the mooner.
your power into your your brother.
Yes.
Like I want, and not just strong, uncomfortably strong, like wet, strong, thick, knobby, veiny, coily muscles, and a mastery of the mystic arts.
Yes.
I want them together at last, like peanut butter and chocolate. We've had enough peanut butter and jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It is now time for peanut butter and chocolate. Strong, uncomfortably hot magic users.
I want a lot of contrast between the smoothness of the orb and then just the ribbed for her or his pleasure wizard that is holding it.
Yeah, like just like absolutely just veiny nightmares.
I need this to be as vascular as possible.
Yeah, because otherwise, how do you know they got blood? You got to see it. You got to see the provenance of the blood.
Yeah.
Something that I think is so strong wizard year.
Wizard year.
I'm gonna need everybody to do strong wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I like about games like this that I think is kind of a bummer is that they're so hard, so you don't see the endings or you don't see deep into the game.
Yeah.
I'm watching a long play of it, and he's in a castle, and one of the concepts of this castle is it allows you with frogs. And if enough frogs reach a critical mass, they congeal into like a slod. Like they turn into a frogman.
Oh, fun.
Like it's real cool. Individual frogs become frog pilled and become like a big frog. Yeah, and you can kill the little frogs before they become the big frogs. If you're fast enough.
Yeah, you got to keep the frogs from unionizing.
Yeah,
break them up into multiple lunches.
Yeah, exactly. Frog lunch. I'm into these funny frogs.
I need these funny frogs. Yeah.
2023 year of the strong frog as well. Like something in a muscular frog.
I mean, a muscular frog is real close to a battle toad. Like, I'm not saying that as like a yes, that's not a definite red light. I just want to make sure that's what you're inviting in.
Yeah, I mean, toads and frogs are different, my man.
I know, but just like
they're kind of not actually
aesthetically.
Yeah. I think that like distinct, they're kind of not in real life. Yeah, like the pumpkin toadlet is a type of frog.
Right.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, Gary, you have to understand, if you just walked up to a random person and asked them to draw you a buff, strong frog,
you get a
they would draw
Battletoad.
you something. You would get a Battletoad 9
Like here's
times out of
Eczema,
10.
the Battletoad, the unknown Battletoad, or something like that.
Here's necrotizing fasciitis. He's a real cool dude.
Yeah, here's Ingrown. I don't know though. Like a strong toad, strong wizard year.
Strong frog wizard year. Yeah.
Ooh, both. Like multi-classing frog from Chrono Trigger.
I mean, he had magic, but he was more like a knight guy. Yeah.
His magic was pathetic.
Yeah.
And he also wasn't very strong.
Draw. That's the thing.
Like he looked like he was capable. But I needed like big, gross, like again, uncomfortable.
Right.
I don't want to be comfortable looking at him. I don't want him to be able to scratch his back.
Basically, I want him to look like those like ultra gross, like it just super close ups from Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
Like a very angry, very veiny man, but all the time, not just like as a sight gag.
The way that when people get a certain amount of musculature and they start looking like unreal.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. Yeah.
I don't want this wizard / this frog's proportions to have anything to do with humanity. No.
And we don't end up like seeing how much a frog can bench press very often.
I mean,
like every time I do it, I just get squished frog.
I'm
like I kill so many fucking frogs just trying to test their might.
Like just if I take any more, hey bud, hey Hopkin, if I take any more plates off this thing, you're just going to be pushing the bar. So what are we doing here?
Yeah, you need me to spot you? What are you, a frog? I do a lot of like test your might. Like I just take a frog and I'll throw it at a big stack of plates or whatever. To see if they can slice through them, and they can't. The plates win every time. Yeah, and I'm not trying to test the plates might.
No. The plates might is pretty well established.
Yeah, it's fucked up, honestly.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. A lot of us have not been asking proper questions about the arm strength of frogs.
Yeah, we're leaving money on the table.
Yeah,
so to speak. It's a lost leader.
I mean, the legs come pre-optimized. Okay.
Yeah, they can leg press, but who can't?
Here's the tragedy of the frog, Gary. Yeah. Okay. Just very capable legs. You know what? You know what usually comes with capable legs?
Huge dick,
an ass.
Yeah, that's true too.
You get a frog. You get a frog, those big legs, no ass at all. What I want is a buff frog with just a well-defined, perfectly sculpted dump truck.
Uncomfortably so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like huge dumper that is just like absolutely delectable looking. Because every once in a while a frog will have a butt, but it's like a Hank Hill butt.
That's the thing.
And that's always real funny when a frog just has like a human butt that's attached. That's like not a good one. Like it feels like a horrible grafting ill befits a lord. Like
just every time I see one, I take a picture of it and I send it to the boys in the group chat.
We roast them.
Yeah,
like look at this frog's butt compared to ours. It's not good.
No,
that's what we say. Yeah, I would like very strong. But let's describe our dream frog. Yeah. So is a wizard.
Okay. Taken as read, but for me, like, is a wizard is just a modifier on it. Like I've been talking a lot about a buff, about a buff frog. We have, but I mean, it's pretty hard to get a better frog than Dr. Frog or Mr. Toad, whichever one was the doctor.
Oh, have you ever Google? Sorry to cut you off. Have you ever Google image search strong frog? It's real good. You think you'd get more Battletoads, and there are some Battletoads adjacent things. There's a refreshing group of things that are not Battletoads. It's a good Google image search. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We can't just do describe images, but just go.
No, I just want to say it's a good time for anybody listening.
There are worse ways. Yeah. Wait a second. CNN, a dateline, August 10th, 2019.
World's biggest frogs are so strong. ... Tell me more.
Click through. I will break through any paywall to see this. World's biggest frogs are so strong that they move heavy rocks to build their own ponds.
Look at this fucking guy on the front. Does this guy run a mob? Look at him.
He's got a big footprint. There's that Gator account that posts pictures of gators every day that does Flat Fuck Friday. This is kind of a Flat Fuck Frog Day.
Yeah.
This guy's doing here. Yeah. Frogs are slimy, noisy, and often colorful. But what about freakishly strong helicopter parents?
Freakishly strong.
CNN Travel is doing excellent work in the field of leads.
What about them? New research shows that the Goliath frog, the world's largest frog species. Hell yeah, the Goliath frog. Yeah, they could do. Love them.
So they can weigh up to 6.6 pounds. Oh my god,
that's a big beefy frog.
And they measure more than 13 inches in length. Oh no.
That's a big that's a frog's going to be feeling adequate.
Excluding their legs.
Oh my goodness. That's a frog that goes up to your waist. Like that stands up. That's two frogs can sneak into a movie. Goodness gracious.
Those frogs would absolutely be able to watch Naked Lunch.
And then they would like find the projectionist and tear them in half.
Oh yeah.
False advertising.
Take their take the gibbets back to their kin.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Strong frog.
Strong
ideal frog, wizard, strong. No back babies. No babies in general. I want to vasectomize this frog.
Okay.
No squirts. No tadpoles.
No tadpoles. Tadpoles are bad poles.
Yeah. Bad poles. No kids on this very good frog. Also, for the adventures we're going to send this frog on, it needs to have no ties to the past.
That's the thing. This needs to be a deniable asset.
Yes. Yep. The deniable. That's one of them.
Yep.
I would like bipedal. I think if it hops around, even if it's strong, it's a little cute. I wanted to walk around on like big legs, and I want to wear clothes, but not much in the way of clothes.
How are you going to know how strong it is if it's wearing clothes? If it's hiding its light under a bushel is the thing.
Yeah. So like bikini bottom, bikini brief, banana hammock for the frog.
Yeah.
And then either a tank top or no shirt.
You know what I'm seeing? Cape. The wizard on the front of Solstice achieves that look not just because of the implausible lats that they're working with, but the fact that it just completely shirtless, but still has the billowing cape behind it.
Yes. Imagine if he was a frog.
Yes.
That's what we're looking for here.
Yeah, we just want to frogify him by 10%. Give him the frog pattern from that one transformation meme.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the thing about bipedal, but yes, bipedal, of course, but I want them to do something like a werewolf, like where a werewolf will primarily move around on the hind legs.
So you're thinking of Frog Mario. Mario 3?
Kinda, yeah. So like its primary way of like if it's just being a dude, like okay, picture this extremely buff frog wizard, just like walking into a tavern. You're
not just instructing me. Everybody who's listening to this should play along with this. Don't close your eyes if you're driving, but if you're not driving, close your eyes and picture this.
Yeah. So he walks into a tavern, and everybody kind of looks at him because they're not used to seeing a frog that buff. And ask the bartender for some fly blood or whatever he wants as a drink, right? Some fermented fly blood. They say, yes, that'll be 5 silver pieces. And the buff frog says, I will either bench press one of your patrons, or I will perform an act of prestidigitation for you as payment. Okay. This starts a crisis in Torment or in Numenera terms. Okay. Everybody's like, we could take any one of these things: a talking frog, a strong frog, or a wizard frog, but we can't take all of them at once.
Yep.
This wizard knows things are breaking bad. People are getting up. There are folks who are, taking out their knives. Somebody's lighting a torch. There's a pitchfork in here for some reason. He decides to beat it. Okay. He's been walking on his he's been walking upright on his hind ears this entire time. He goes to run. What happens? Does he run like a big dumb goofy human? Like fucking Shaggy,
or kind of lopes.
Oh he's got a lope. Boom, he can break down, and this is part of the flexibility that is afforded by the loincloth plus cape kind of aesthetic that he's working on here. Okay, he immediately goes to like I'm a frog mode. All right.
Yep.
And then he hops. He just fucking beats feet out of there. He, jumps from rooftop to rooftop and he gets out of town because this has happened to him before. He's just looking for a place to call home.
One of the things that's nice about it is when he hops away, his cape kind of flutters up and you get to see him from behind. And you get to see the definition.
And you can see just that rippling ass. He's
like
just
absolutely just like really juicy, really big, really round. Like two like old-timey barbells next to each other, or two balloons next to each other. And then his frog package under it. I don't know that frogs have genitals, but I'm going to assume yes for the purposes of this.
I'm going to assume just a lovingly rendered human cock and balls.
Yeah, but in the Speedo.
Yeah.
So you just get to see the outline, and he is erect. He also, when he walks around, he leaves a slime behind, and the slime is a valuable reagent. If you are to take this and scoop it up into a drink or whatever, you get to get perfect memory for one day. You get to, you get like roided out. You get a little angry for a day. You get like a combination of wizard and frog and strong powers.
No, people go after this. It is treasured by students who need to prepare for exams.
Yes. And they get really angry and really studious. And just memorize the shit out of some fucking equations and then go punch the wall. They're so fucking pissed. And they cast a spell.
No, but you got to think. Okay, am I going to try and like harvest this? Because I've got to make the frog run. Okay, right. You got to make him run. You got to scare him. But if you're dealing with a buff enough frog who knows enough magic, there's no guarantee that he's going to run.
You can't make him run. You can either like answer his riddle or arm wrestle him, and both of which are very difficult.
True.
So there are probably people who sneak around behind the frog where the frog goes naturally to get this kind of slimes. Follows into wizard duels / roadhouse scenarios for when it loses.
The thing that I know about extremely buff wizard toads is perpetually gang stalked.
Just you look behind her, there's tons of just groupies, followers in D&D. They get these things for their keep. And you got to harvest the slime. There's probably a lot of different reagents that you would have from this frog. What powers would you get if you were to give it a blowj? Take the ivory slurp.
Well, that's where the tadpole from.
Well, there's no tadpoles. Vasectomy. You're just getting the tadpole substrate. But that has to have powers in and of itself because this strong wizard frog we've created is powerful on all axes.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe he's stronger than a vasectomy.
Gary, I'm worried that in our goofiness we have actually just described somebody's fursona.
This is actually really braggy for a fursona. If this is your fursona, I beg you to give your character some flaws. So it's a little bit more interesting.
I don't, it just, I've got nothing against furries. Go with God, peace and love. I do not want to infringe on the accepted practice of original character do not steal. So understand, we're not reading off of any page that is out there. This is entirely our creation. TM.
I think that when I hope that's obvious, but who can tell? In this scenario, Strong Frog goes to the local apothecary to get a vasectomy.
Okay.
Because he's going to be spilling seed left and right, and he does not need a lot of whiny little kids.
True.
Right? They do it, and they go into his ball sack, and they get little clamps that they put in. They put them on, and the vasectomies just flex, and the clamps pop off.
Oh, that's a thing. Yeah.
It's not good enough. They attempt to cauterize the vas deferens, and they regenerate like Wolverine.
He's too attuned to the magic. The thing is, nature wants more of him, but he understands that would be a blight on humanity. Yes.
Yeah. How do we vasectomize a problem like Maria? So it's being very tricky. I think that maybe we need to go up front rather than go for the balls, like maybe kind of pour some like lead, kind of give him a sounding cast of some kind to kind of like just prevent.
Basically, we need to put him, treat him like a Civil War cannon that has a concrete poured down the barrel.
Yes, that's exactly it. Like we can't have him in danger. of anyone else.
So here's the thing. I think frogs are cloaca buddies. I think that again, perfectly articulated human cock and balls.
Yes. Cannot stress this enough.
Yeah. Just whatever your ideal version of that is, it is right there, just bolted on. I think that whatever he's got going on in back, that is the functional cloaca. So, if you end up, putting them all in mothballs like a fucking battleship cannon.
Very similar in many ways, similar to a battleship cannon.
Yeah. We've made this cock into a museum.
Yeah, this is an antique firearm. It's impressive, but it cannot fire.
Yeah. I think that it does not interfere with his waste management capabilities. Yeah.
He could also magic that stuff away.
True.
Like wave his wand over his belly and then just like summon the shit into the mouth of his enemies.
He does it as a bar trick. He's like, but I can't make you throw up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I bet you eat shit by the end of the night. Like a frog. And then just kabam. I really like this idea. We could also give him a condom. He's not going to like it because like they feel like snow pants, but like maybe if we trick him, it's like a condom +1.
Okay. No.
Like a Vorpal condom.
So we haven't talked an awful lot about this frog's
condom of hill giant strength.
Do you think a condom can hold him? Seriously.
Like mithril?
Okay, a mithril condom might actually work.
Yeah, elven chainmail condom?
Yeah. No, so we haven't talked an awful lot about this. The person. So the thing about a strong wizard is there's nothing apparent about the way they live their day-to-day life. You can't really read any real virtue or vice into them other than the way that they raise their hands to the heaven speaks to a kind of power.
Yes.
There's not a lot of humility there, but I would say if we are again creating this idealized human this idealized being, that is a frog that walks upright except when it's running, wears a cape and a loincloth, has a perfectly articulated cock and balls, and just the juiciest ass you could imagine.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful from behind. Perhaps the most beautiful being.
Yeah. If you're picturing them, if this is the ideal, I would imagine that they would be considerate enough to put it on. I don't think that you would have to do a lot of convincing. I think that he understands that we're all playing on the same team here.
He doesn't want kids either. Even though he could escape them very easily. Mm-hmm. Hop away.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, he could escape them, but like they're going to grow up and they're going to start coming after him.
Yeah.
Not for alimony payments. They want his slime. They want his reagents.
It could be like a Thunder Gun. Like when Thunder Gun passes the torch, to a toadlet that it didn't know that it had.
Yeah.
But that's for the future.
Yes.
That's a problem after like no less than 6 movies for this. Yeah. I'm into it.
I think we solved the problem.
Yeah. I know we solved and created the problem as you
yeah. Some solutions are so innovative that the problems follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for listening. If you have strong frog wizard opinions, we want to know them. If you want to draw this OC, we want to see it. Send all drawings to @plumberduck on Twitter. It's who we're hiring to curate these. And yeah, that's Magician Lord, baby.
Thank you very much, Random So.
Yeah,
it's been a while since we've done something this stupid.
It's that very special post Duckstream energy and mildly mediocre platformer energy.
Yep,
together. I don't think this is stupid at all. I think this is smart.
I think we changed a lot of lives today.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw it. Are you seriously not going to draw this character we created?
Of course I'm going to draw it. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to do a pop-up channel for it once this episode hits. Everyone can just post drawings of this character. He's great. I love it.
First episode of the new year, the year of the Strong Frog Wizard.
Strong Frog Wizard. Strong Wizard first and foremost.
Yes.
The frog is a bonus. Lanyet.
Yes.
What should people do if they like this show, Cole?
If people like the show, they can go to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv. There, $5 a month, you get 2 extra episodes per month and a whole bunch of other stuff too. $25, you can demand a game like Random Sum did. We really appreciate it. And you get a ton of stuff, even at that $5 tier. Not just the show, other stuff too.
Excellent. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Be safe. Have a great year. We appreciate you. Tell your friends, leaving ratings and reviews. And until next time, what should they do?
Until next time.
Draw pictures of strong wizard frog?
Yeah. Draw pictures of strong wizard frog and send them to Will. I think it'll make his day.
Yeah. And we'll look out for the pop-up channel on Slack.